Hello, how are you? Do you see behind me? Well, in American English, people call them corns, but in the British English, they are maids that we talked about a little bit last time. Do you remember? So, in British English, when people say corns, that means grains, something like that, like a rice or wheat or oats, etc. In American English, if we say corn, it means maize. That came from the Central America, along with this kind of thing that you can see behind me. Okay, today's idioms. Let me see. The first one is uneasy. It means restless, disturbed, or anxious, perhaps. For example, some people were uneasy about receiving the COVID-19 vaccines. That's true. Next sentence, let's say, I felt uneasy about the meeting the new students outside of the classroom just because I might have to continue to work out of class, or then some people just asking me too many questions without stopping. And I do not want to deal with that kind of thing. That's how I felt. So I felt a little uneasy about it. The second word for today is calculate. Well, calculation, probably you know about it. It means find out by adding, subtracting, multiplying, or dividing figure. So, for example, I don't calculate my monthly income and numbers of classes I teach. And I should, but I don't. I guess I'm too lazy about that. Do you use an abacus to calculate your, for example, something like a tax, a monthly payments? Do you know abacus? These days we use electrical calculators, so we don't use the abacuses, but they're originally from like a Greek, Hebrew, so they invented those kind of things. And of course, they went all over the world. And in Japan, for instance, they used to teach how to use abacus. But that came from originally Greece and Hebrew, but via ancient China. And today, I hear in Singapore, people still learn how to calculate using an abacus. Wow. I wish I knew how to use that equipment, but I don't. Today's idioms. Well, today is a little bit upside down. I introduced the words before the idioms. Now it's idioms. The first one is to fall off. It means to fall from something. Also, to decrease in volume. For example, I fell off the cliff and hurt myself. That was years ago when I had a car accident. Second one, let's say, well, the value of Japanese yen, I guess, fall off when they had Tokyo Olympics 2020, which was not very successful. Was pretty badly organized and badly performed, and I guess badly hold, I would say. Okay. The pictures fell off the wall and broke when we had a big earthquake, or more than one, I guess, 2 or 3 big earthquakes struck, I guess, and they fall down and broke, unfortunately. The next idiom is to fall through. It means to fail to materialize, or it means also collapse, not successful. For example, people's summer trips fell through when typhoons came. That was last summer during the midsummer vacation time, right? All the Shinkansen bullet trains were postponed, either stopped. All the airline were, I guess, airplanes were canceled or something like that. Many people were called wherever they were. They could not go back home, or could not even reach the place where they wanted to visit. Too bad. Now, the last one is to fall behind. That means to lag or fail to keep up, with something. For example, I fell behind in my studies, and finally had to enroll into an expensive Japanese language school. But then I'm glad I did that. Otherwise, my Japanese wouldn't become this well. I'm not saying that mine is so good, but that gave me a chance to improve my Japanese language ability. And I paid for it, and I made time for it. Okay, the next sentence, for example, okay, a few of my employers have been falling behind in the payments, and I feel quite uneasy about that, of course. Okay, that's all for today. Take care of yourself. See you next time. Bye for now.